Well, here we will be looking at key strategies for gender inclusion in the classroom. Key strategies for gender inclusion in the classroom. And some of these strategies are gender sensitive strategies. And here I picked up these three so that we can actually use them for examples and deliver this particular webinar. I think you should be able to make sure you call on all learners equally to answer your questions and contribute to the class. For instance, for me, whenever I am having a class, I make sure that if I ask a boy a question and he actually attempts to give me an answer, the next question I will ask, I'll actually pick up a girl to actually make an attempt of answering that question. By so doing, they will actually feel equally carried along and it boosts their confidence level. And number two, I try as much as I can to praise them, to praise my students whenever they give these answers, especially when they make a tremendous effort to actually give me these answers. Some of them I praise them. Some of them I encourage them. Some of them I even put a little gift for anybody that make a good attempt in answering the questions. By so doing, it brings about collaboration, cooperation, and good behavior amongst the students. And then lastly, I call out gender stereotypes at any point in time I see any. If I see anybody trying to bully the other person because he thinks that person is the lesser gender, I call it out immediately. By so doing, they get conscious of this particular gender stereotypes and they try as much as they can to actually do away with them. Can you think of any other useful tips? Can you think of any other useful tips? Please, may I see whatever tips you can think of in the chat box. Even as you are giving me these tips in the chat box, let me use this particular sketch to give you a typical example, especially where there are like six boys. You can see there are three by the left hand side, there are three by the right hand side. The ones by the left hand side is tagged equality, and the ones by the left hand side is tagged equity. What is expected of you as teachers is to look at this particular key concept, equality and then equity. Equality will simply means you giving them all equal opportunities, which is actually very, very good. But even as we're giving them these opportunities, we have to create avenues where equity can actually come in. For instance, equity will simply means you trying as much as you can to see that the ones that are a bit backward are actually making efforts to, or they try to catch up with the ones that are the brightest of the class. If you give equality in class, you find out that the ones that are the brightest are actually getting brighter than any other person. But if you put equity at heart, you will find out that you are even making the one that are a bit less strong to learn from the ones that are very, very strong.